Hey, greetings everyone. This is Tony Hollowitz. Thank you for being here for this tutorial about relationships in ACT. Now, in fairness, this is not something I really use, but I want to make you aware of it because there are a lot of little things in ACT that I never use just because of the nature of the way I work. Now, on that note, sometimes I will have clients that might benefit from doing these kinds of things because of the way they're working and the way they use ACT. So let me give you an example of what this can be. So what I'm going to do to start is here's my contact in ACT, or my record. It's sort of a fake contact I have in a fake database of names. Having said that, let's say I want to relate this contact to other people in the database. Well, down below, I'm going to click on the Relationships tab. If you do not have a Relationships tab, there's a chance that you've modified your layout and this tab was not included. You can add it back. But if you don't see the Relationships tab, let me know and I'll help you with that. But let's say we want to relate a contact. I'm going to click on Relate. And when I get in here, how do I want to relate this to, or who do I want to relate to this contact, Tony West? Well, if I click on Contacts, I can do a search. And there's two ways I can do a search. I can do a search by a contact name or a company. In this case, I'm going to type in Charlie, and I'm going to put in B for Brown, but I'm going to do a search. And here is Charlie Brown right there. I'm going to click on the single arrow and add Charlie Brown over to the right, and I'm going to click Save. So, how do I want to define this relationship? So if I click on this drop down, and this is an area where I'm a little confused how I would use this, but what am I to this person? Maybe I'm a client to Charlie Brown. And how is Charlie related to me? What is the related contact? Well, maybe he is just a friend. Again, you can choose these, and I don't know why I would do this, but that's okay. I'm just telling you that's the way you can do this, and I'm going to click Save. Now, where I can see this working is sometimes if you're in a project and you have a lot of people you deal with in that project, you might want to relate those people. Let me do one more. I'm going to come back down to the Relationships area, click on Relate Contact. I'm going to choose a random contact. I don't really care who it is. I'm going to put this person over here. There they are. I'm going to click Save. Once I come in here, I'm not going to put anything down here, but I'm going to click Save. That's all I'm going to do. Now, why is this maybe a powerful thing? Well, let's say that you want to find or communicate with all the people that you're related to. And if you think of it like from a project point of view, and all these people are involved in a project you're working on, where I think it has some benefits is the ability to look up all these people quickly. So let's say you needed to notify everyone in the project that something had changed. Well, if I click on the Create Lookup, what I can do at this point is look up all the contacts that fall under that criteria that I'm looking for, all the people related in this relationship. And at this point, what I could do is I could literally email all of them. I could create a history. I could do a bunch of things, but it's a quick way to look up people. And what really spurned this video is I have a client right now that is relating contacts in a very manually labor intensive way that I don't think is ultimately beneficial. Well, that's not the right way to phrase it. What I'd say is it's taken a lot more time than it really has to. So, having noted that, I think there are different ways you could maybe use the relationship tab. I don't know if you necessarily need it all the time. And especially if you're just a single individual, I always tell people don't worry about trying to connect all the things that are intuitive. In other words, you don't have to connect all your friends as a relationship because you know who those friends are, and you're going to be able to find them in another way if you've organized ACT well. So I just wanted to illustrate this to you because you might find ways you can use it. Maybe, maybe not. Let me know. Make a comment. If you have any questions, as always, reach out to me. My name is Tony Hollowitz. Have a great day. Bye now.